Getting to know PAM, Leave, Part 4. The PAM is the policy that governs the service conditions of state-employed educators. It is important for educators to familiarise themselves with the PAM in order to be empowered about their conditions of service. Chapter H of the PAM deals with the various types of leave to which an educator is entitled. In any leave application, proof must be provided of the leave applied for. An educator may use a total of 3 working days per year to attend professional or personal development activities, as well as religious observance. Personal development activities must be in the interest of the employer in order to be granted. An educator is entitled to leave for study purposes, for example, attending lectures, if they are studying towards an approved course. The period of leave that is granted is determined by the employer. The employer may also place conditions on the leave. For example, the employer may require the educators to submit a report of his or her academic progress. The employer may grant study leave with full or partial pay, or as unpaid leave. Exam leave is granted for each day that an educator sits for an exam. Furthermore, the educator is entitled to exam leave the working day immediately prior to the exam in order to study for the exam. Should an educator represent their country or province or comparable level at a sport, cultural, or other event, they are entitled to special leave. The duration and conditions, such as whether it is granted with pay, is determined by the head of department. Subject to Section 14 of the Employment of Educators Act, educators deemed discharged and notwithstanding any disciplinary measures that may apply, any unauthorized absence by an educator shall be regarded as special leave in extraordinary circumstances. This is unpaid leave. Should an educator have exhausted leave or requires absence for a reason for which there is no leave category, an educator may apply for up to 184 consecutive days leave. Should an educator be absent due to an arrest, imprisonment, or court appearances related to criminal charges that lead to a conviction, it will be recorded as unpaid leave. Unpaid leave for the purpose of retaining continuity of service may be granted from the day immediately following the date on which the educator received their last salary, expiring the day preceding the date of assumption of duty with the present employer. Up to a maximum of 120 consecutive days may be granted.